It's me, Qdoma, once again, and I must say that I am in a real good mood right now. I say this for the simple reason is because I just put up my new video, Qdoma 2011, and basically it says, congratulations, your account is now enabled to upload longer than 15 minutes. Click the upload button below to select a video. Now that, I'm going to tell you, considering how long I've waited to be able to have a video to run longer than 9 minutes, I must say, I am very pleased. Basically, this just gives me another opportunity to run my mouth longer than I usually do. And it just means less editing, which I'm definitely going to take up on, without a doubt. Other than that, I'm just sitting here, just chilling. I'm not going to be going into work until later tonight. Good old Walmart. Ugh, I'm going to tell you. They're all better. Yeah, but anyway, beside all that crappiness, on the other things, one thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know, this is just a funny subject, lighting. I don't know what it is. You know, it's hard as hell to get good lighting here in my home. Oh, maybe it's because I'm just brown. I don't know. You know, white people, y'all don't have that problem. You know, y'all already like literally the color of freaking paint. I mean, if you look around this area, the walls are white. So if you're this color, you know, y'all don't got much to worry about. You know, you can have the worst dim light in the world, and you know, basically, y'all just show up like a goddamn jack-o'-lantern or whatever. You know, us people that have a little bit of a darker tone, we have to work a little bit harder. That's right. You know, some of us have to put makeup on. You know, some of us, I don't know, like, you know, we have to get like an extra lamp, like over here. You know, as you can see, I had to sit there and get an extra lamp to get up in here because this wasn't enough for it. So as you can see, you know, I had to do all this to basically, you know, just to get at least somewhat decent lighting. And I'm sorry, the computer is not enough light for me to do what I need to do. You know, it's just not enough. You know, that's the way it is. I mean, it's the same thing when you. I mean, you know, it's funny because you know, if you sit up there and you know you go to the movies and you look in the movie theaters, it's the same situation. You know, I always ask myself the same question. You know, why is it? Why is it? You know, when I go to the movies, like if I'm going to see a zombie flick, how come I don't see, like, you know, I don't know, you know, zombies of a, you know, other color other than white? Because, I'll give you one good example. Because white people make the best looking zombies. I mean, because I guess, you know, you look at it, the cuts, you know, the vertical veins, all that good stuff shows up so well on you white people. I mean, it's just wonderful. I mean, I can give you a good example. Any of y'all people ever play Resident Evil? Any of the games? If you look at it, all the zombies, 9 times out of 10, they're all white. You better believe it. I mean, you can see the blood, you can see everything. You know, it does not matter if you burn to a crisp, if your ass is cut up, or what the hell you got going on. I can say, look, I can say the same thing in Dead Space. All the Dead Space games, once again, the creatures, they, I mean, you know, even though their junk is so, I mean, it's beyond deformity, beyond anything you will find in a freak book, anything. I mean, literally. I mean, once again, those are white people, twisted and mangled, literally, twisted and mangled. I mean, it's just something about it. It's just something about it. I don't know. What is it? It's something about white people that, you know, it's a fascination. I have a fascination with white people, personally, because the thing about it is, you know, they make good for good zombies. I mean, they make good for horrific scenes of being murdered. You know, especially white women. I don't know. It's just something about it. You know, it's just something about it. I mean, this the whiter, the more whiter it gets, it's just the more intrigued you get about it. You're just curious. Like, what is it about? Why, like, why is she like that? A good example. I mean, golf chicks. They as pale, I'm going to tell you, they as pale as chalk. Literally, pale. Pale as chalk. I mean, but I'm going to tell you something. Golf chicks are hot. I ain't gonna lie. They are hot. That chick off CSI, she's a hottie. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Plain and simple. Look. I ain't gonna lie about it. I like the show, but the thing about it is, I don't really got time to look at it. I mean, I could just sit there and look at it on Netflix, but 9 times out of 10, if I did look at it, I mean, I look at it for the science stuff, but I'd be lying if I said I'm not looking at it to see her. It's just one of them type things. What you gonna do? But the thing about it is, this whole thing, with the whiteness, it just doesn't extend just toward white people. It is something ingrained within the society. I'm gonna give you an example. You see this right here? This is stuff out. This is a white tiger. I mean, it's one thing you have a regular tiger, but the thing about it is, a white tiger, that's special because it's white. I don't know what it is. It's something about it. It's something like. I mean, the dark shit is always there. I mean, it's always dark. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, certain things, you get a rise out of it, but it's something about the white, the light, the white, the more white, it's just like, they're like, oh, it's white, I don't know. It just drives, but I mean, it's just like, it's just something you can mark up and mess up so easily, it's just like, it's white. It's the reason why, some people, they freak out, literally, when the kids start drawing on the wall. No, don't draw on the wall, no, Once again, they trying to keep that junk clean, If you think about, the terminology, white is associated with clean. Dark, not so associated with it. I never heard anyone say anything. I want my clothes nice and dark and clean. And what can I say? It's just one of them type of things. I don't want you to think that this subject I'm talking about is just all about this white. But I mean, for the most part, it is mostly about white. Is this subject I just kind of just thought about, and I just say, it's just something I just wanted to, this to jump on. I don't know. It also reminds me of an episode of the Boondocks I remember I saw with Ruggers. And he up there saying, like, well, white people, they're the most wonderful people in the world. They smell like lemon juice. Look, I'm sorry. I don't remember the last time a white person smelled like lemon juice. Now, on the negative aspect, you have some white people that look gross. I ain't gonna lie. Fat white people, fat, nasty white people. Yes. Disgusting. With the big stomachs. Or, you got the emaciated motherfuckers. The motherfuckers, that look like they've been doing some icy cotton. Or crystal meth, or whatever the hell they've been doing. I'm gonna tell you, that is white people drug right there. Literally, you want to talk about some ultimate combos. Ultimate. I mean, it's like someone did a super on you. How many black people you see doing crystal meth? Really, seriously, you don't really see that many people. Well, I mean, black people doing it like that. I mean, that is white people's crack. I mean, just like crack is black people. I mean, their stuff. On of course for the Native American, boop, I don't have to tell you, alcohol, worst thing that ever happened to them. But besides that. What else did I want to touch base on? I think I pretty much hit it on the noggin. I mean, this whole subject in itself is just about whiteness. This whiteness. I just wanted to throw it out there. Just for the fun of it. It's just a subject I never got a chance to do. It's just fun. I mean, like, look, whether you want to talk about Asian women, whiteness. I'm saying smooth, white, you know. Look, I look at commercials. Whiteness, whiteness, whiteness. Whiteness is, you know. All whiteness. You know. Or that, you know, that whole European thing, you know, whiteness. Whiteness is, you know, ain't nothing like it. I'm gonna tell you, look, I ain't gonna lie. I like white people. You know, I like white people. I like European stuff. You know, but you know, once again, every now and then, I had to sit up there and crack on it. You know, I've been cracking on you black people since day one. You know, I thought maybe, you know, just switch it up a little bit, and you know, aim at the other side for a little bit. You know, white people, y'all are funny people. You know, so that they, you know, with your nice clothes, you know, your music, you know, your cappuccinos, you know, sitting in your bookstores with your scarves around your neck, you know, all preppy and looking all nice and clean, like you ain't done nothing. You know, with some of y'all, with your rich families and inheritance, all that good junk. You know, y'all disgust me.